What was the message from coaches this week as far as competition at quarterback and for the team as a whole?
Sorry.
What was the message from coaches about the competition at quarterback and the team as a whole? Competition at all positions.
Yeah, he just was just like, hey, we're just gonna make sure that we give the best chance to win, and just understand that we're gonna make sure that we give the best opportunities to everybody, and so he. We just like, just keep on playing your game, and don't worry about anything else.
Speaking of those opportunities, how was it seeing Austin and Keelan actually get out there and get on the center and perform what they do?
Yeah, man, that makes me smile. I'm super proud of those guys, man. I feel like as a quarterback room, we're the closest room on the team, because we're such a special position, only one of us can play, and then two, just how we are as a group. Those guys worked extremely hard all week. They helped me out, understanding stuff, and the fact that they got to go out here today and show everybody like what they're capable of, and helped us score points, it makes me so happy. I feel like a big brother, you know what I mean? Seeing Austin and Keelan work, because those guys are extremely great players and the future to this program.
You were 17 of 17 today. What was clicking for you on offense, and have you ever had a game where you've connected that many passes in a row before?
No, I don't think so. It felt great. I just kind of did what I did, was practicing all week and made sure I was disciplined and everything, and just kind of just played ball.
And Ty, when you guys watched the film, what was Nick Sheridan's message to you going into this start?
He just was like, be you, do the little things right, and just play ball. That's kind of his message to me, and that's what I felt like I did best today. Just kind of played my game.
With the early start next week versus Wisconsin, how do you guys just continue just to keep this cohesiveness on offense, on defense, and play up to that Bama standard, and continue to string together good performances?
Yeah, it starts tomorrow. We're going to watch the film, evaluate, go over everything. We've got a 24-hour rule here. It's most people know that you can celebrate the win for 24 hours, but then we just got to go on to Wisconsin, and understand that this is a different opponent. That last week didn't matter, and the week before that didn't matter. It's a new week, and we just got to go 1-0 and go do what we do.
What do you like about Locke?
Man, I like him a lot, man. He's an elusive player. He's fast, physical, and he puts his nose in the box when he needs a block. Man, he's very selfless and everything. And guys like him, play a long time in the league and help us in a lot of different ways. So one, for him to step up as a freshman is huge. But two, after he came in, not only in the spring but in the summer, and just kind of just did everything he's done, man. It's been very, very impressive, and I'm proud of him.
What kind of weapon is Kevin Riley for you on offense, just running ball and kind of catching passes out of the backfield?
Yeah, he's a man. I was really, really proud of him tonight. I told him I was proud of him in the locker room, just because of, I'm sure he was nervous, coming to Alabama, being from Tuscaloosa, but man, like he ran fearless. He didn't have any fear whatsoever. He put his head down, ran. He's elusive in the backfield, and he's going to help us a lot, especially when we get jammed back.
Is it more challenging to kind of keep up the hunger and intensity after a win like this, and with that after the last game?
I don't think so. I mean, you win one game and everybody's happy. Like we got a long season. That's what I try to tell everybody. After the first game, like we lost one game, everybody's upset. We got a long season ahead. Like we don't change nothing for us.
You talk about finding the joy amidst the noise. This is probably the noisiest week this program's seen in quite some time. How'd you find that joy here? Do you think this sets you up for the trials that are ahead?
Yeah, I just kind of thought back to why I played football, enjoying it with my brothers, why I stayed here, why I love playing quarterback in the first place, and just kind of taking everything, like the opportunity to play in Bryant-Denny Stadium in front of 100,000 fans, like not many people get to do that, and so the opportunity that I get to do that, and I'm going to make sure that I make the most of it. And so that's what our message was in the quarterback room, and I think we all three did that tonight.
Two more. Did the picture that you had in your head of when you first started Bryant-Denny would look like, did it meet that expectation? Did it exceed the expectation?
I mean, yeah, it was great. I pictured it as a win for sure. But I was just really, really proud of the guys. All I care about is winning. And the fact that we played, you know, just great football tonight. I mean, 0 points, you know, given up by the defense, and then 70 put up by the offense. Like that's a great team win. And you know, I'm pretty sure I don't know the stats. Like, do they have 100 yards on offense? Exactly. Like, I mean, those guys, man, on defense, they came out with a great mindset. You know, D-Law and TK being hurt. I mean, those guys came out to play, and in the line, you know, they did a great job. Germ and Zay and the wide receivers, like Lysier stepped up, Kevin Riley, Richard Young, like those guys. Like, man, what a great win, and I'm really proud of those guys. And you know, that's what we're going to keep on trying to do.
What is the key to the rhythm early offensively in your mind?
Make the little things right, details. That's all it is. That's all football is. I mean, that's all our offense is. That's what we didn't do last week. That's what we're going to, you know, keep trying to do from now on.